The windmill site at Sennelager ranges in Germany. An anniversary is being celebrated here today. In 1942, 50 years ago, a corps was formed to look after the vehicles and equipment of the British Army. Up until then, the Army had equipped men. But thereafter, learning the lessons of armoured warfare in the deserts of North Africa, the Army manned equipment. And the corps that was to recover and repair that equipment was the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers, the REME. It's Saturday the 9th of May, and the REME and BAOR are celebrating their 50th anniversary. Never mind the pretty appalling weather here, this display on the Sennelager ranges is designed to show off the men, the equipment and the skills of the modern REME. The REME, of course, look after electrical equipment as well as mechanical equipment. Hidden under these camouflage nets are all sorts of strange and exciting things. Let's go and have a look. Here inside a box body, we find a guy who I happen to know is Staff Sergeant Paul Dunwell. Paul, what's going on in here?
Well, at the moment, I'm repairing a piece of electronic testing. I'm using my peripheral and main digital AG computer called Diana.
How have things changed in the time that you've been in the REME?
Well, basically, things have gone from valves through to transistors up to what we can see behind me today, the latest up-to-date automatic testing. And that's been a radical change in the last few years.
A large part of the display here at Sennelager, celebrating the REME's 50th anniversary, has to do with aviation. REME support everything that flies which belongs to the Army. Let's go and find out something about that. Staff Sergeant Duncan Robbins, tell me about this links behind us. What's this got to do with you?
This links, that's just kind of simulated engine change. I've actually changed the GEM engine. This aircraft has two. Just replacing it back in its box. Completed the ground runs and air test. The aircraft will be returned to the battlefield commander.
Rhino has just been renamed, the Army's latest recovery vehicle. Let's find out about it from Corporal Scotty Bancroft. Scotty, this is your wagon, I believe.
Yes, it is. Nice new wagon for us.
Tell me about it. What can it do?
It's come into service to replace the Chieftain ARRV, and it's got far more power to cope with the extra weight that you get on a Challenger main battle tank. And it's also for first line and second line repair and recovery of all main battle tanks. Diagnose whether or not a engine needs replacing or it can be fixed.
Are you happy with this?
Yep, very good vehicle. State of the art stuff, no one's got anything better in the world. And we're just pleased that it's us that has got it.
This is an Iraqi T-55 recovery vehicle, recovered from the Iraqis by 5 armoured workshops, and in particular by Sergeant Colin Clark, who's now going to tell us the story. Colin.
Hello.
You picked this up while on your holidays during Operation Granby. Tell me about it.
Well, basically, we were temporarily misplaced on a recovery task with a chieftain. And while we were driving around the desert trying to find out where we were, suddenly noticed this beastie in the distance. So we stopped and had a look at it, and then suddenly realised it was the Iraqi version of our own chieftain.
How do you reckon this compares with the Chieftain ARRV?
Well, it doesn't at all, really. It's a very, very poor cousin. It is a recovery vehicle, but as the Challenger is for the Chieftain, the Chieftain is for this. It is a very, very close. So this one will have been in a museum where it will stay. It will never either be with the British Forces as a recovery vehicle.
General, can I ask you to give me a sort of brief summary of the difference in emphasis for the REME between the old phrase of maintenance and today's equipment support?
Well, maintenance was mainly concerned with repair, but now as
the Equipment Support Corps of the Army, we will be responsible for all aspects of equipment support, including spares, provisioning, and procurement, from cradle to grave.
Isn't this going to give the REME a bright future in the remodeled army?
I believe in our 50th anniversary year, and welcome to all ranks.
Well, happy anniversary. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
The ceremonial centrepiece of this special day is a parade of men and vehicles, between them representing REME in BAOR. And for the rest of the programme, that's what we're going to watch. It's a pity about the weather. It's been raining hard for quite some while now, and everybody's already fairly wet, but I think there's probably still a spring in the stride and people determined to get on with it. They've been rehearsing this parade for a week, and it's going to look wonderful when we get to it. Just arriving now is the most senior soldier in the British Army, indeed in the British Forces, the Chief of the Defence Staff. Field Marshal Sir Richard Vincent, who's come here to take the salute today. He's being met by the Representative Colonel Commandant of the REME, Major General Dennis Shaw, and the Director General Equipment Support for the Army, Major General Mike Heath. CDS will be escorted through the parade by the Commander Equipment Support of 1st British Corps, Brigadier Murray Wildman. And I've been joined in our splendid and I'm sure this is going to be a very splendid parade.